This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
Okay, every so often I get asked to check out a piece of gear from Mooer. So when they asked me if I'd like to be involved in the release of this new product, which this is a sponsored video of course, but I'm going to try and show you what this thing is capable of. This product can expose you to chemicals which are known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects and other reproductive harm. Doesn't sound good, does it? GS1000 Li, Intelligent Amp Profiling Processor. In this video I'm going to sort of show you what it's like to use the unit, show you some tones from it, and I'm also going to try and do this thing which they've handily called catchy MNRS, which I think is basically like capture. In terms of inputs and outputs, we've got an effects loop, send and return, output balanced, phones, MIDI in, MIDI out, USB-C, a mic in, guitar in, and an expression pedal. Quite a decent looking piece of kit actually. What have we got in here? Anyway, on with the tones. Okay, right, let's turn this on for the first time. I'm going to get rid of this because you'll probably see the screen slightly better if I do. Ooh. So charge is at 89%. Whoa. GS1000 Intelligent Amp Profiling Processor. This is pretty cool. Right, if I take that off. Still working, that's pretty cool. Right. Profiling over here. Read and accepted disclaimer. This screen's pretty decent. Right, we're going to go with entire. So then, it tells us plug guitar into 1, and then send goes to the input of the amp, obviously. Right, so let's try this. So, here we go. Capture. Okay, so now
And we can just save it as Deluxe. Oops. Or maybe Reverb. R 121. Save. Here we go. Let's go 36B empty. So this is how we basically create stuff. So first of all, I want to find that capture that I just made. So it ends up in the GNR section, the corresponding device. So this is an amp. So GNR. There we are, entire. Right, so now if we put delay.
Okay, so now we select the tape. What's this V2? Some other options. Classic. Cool. Anyway, so tape. Then got our parameters there. Set the mix a bit higher. Let me just turn the volume up on here slightly. I've got brightness, treble, mid, bass, etc. there. And then we'll add in an OD. So what have we got? Tube drive, D drive, all of this stuff. Fuzz department, metal zone, useful. BB Pre, BB Plus, Riot, lots and lots of options. Rumble drive, Blues Crab. It's a blues driver, I think, isn't it? So that's pretty straightforward in terms of the foot switching then. So if I want to save this, I go save, Reverb, we can give it a different colour. Let's call it green. Save. Sure you want to save? Yes, absolutely positive. Different parameters there. So press home here, and then if we press whatever button we're got the LED on, we get into SUBPATCH or stomp box. So we long press A to get into stomp box mode, and then in stomp box mode we can then choose which stomp box to switch off. Done. So you know, B here is then right. If we go back, so we long press to exit, no, short press to exit. If I add like another drive up front, I don't know what's D drive. I press the one that we're on to get into this mode. So then we long hold to get to stomp box mode, stomp box single, done. This one, stomp box multiple, D drive and tape, done. So then if we save that, save, we can then that's pretty cool. So press the one we're on, hold, now we're in stomp box mode. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Is there a scene mode? Yes, it's called SUBPATCH mode. So what we could do is, if you have any parameter that you want to change, so here, like I want to change the brightness, setting SUBPATCH, I could set it to any of the other SUBPATCHes to be, you know, different. So here I've got it set to 89. So now, you'll see if we go into SUBPATCH mode, so you could equally have that doing other things. So if we short press this to exit, then we could have other settings affected too. So we could go into there and we could have long press, setting SUBPATCH, sub 1 could have a slight boost as well as the brightness thing. And then if we then go exit and into our SUBPATCH mode, we've now got a boost. I wanted to give you some idea of some of the bits and pieces that are included here. So let's just go for something with V30s in it and set a high cut at about. Let's look at some of the amps that are included. We've got classic, boutique and bass, so Deluxe Reverb, US Twin, so a lot of choices. Caroline. Boutique. Let's say in preamp. Building a preset here, and it's pretty cool. Go down to that capture I've made. I've got a get out of here. So I now I've got a train wreck up the top. Then stick a OD in front. This is going to be what you're hearing me playing in the intro.
You can see there's like a good amount of choice for all of this stuff. Let's try the rumble drive. So now I've got it set up here, and we've got our couple of stomp boxes. I can turn off delay or and then two different drives. And if I wanted to, I could use the sub patches to create scenes as well. Quite powerful. There's the power supply.
That's a really pretty handy unit. So this is the GS1000. I've just been spending the morning playing with it. Does a lot of cool stuff. And I did have to use the manual a little bit to get into the foot switching, but other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, it sounds good, pretty easy to use, can do the MNRS, you know, so capturing stuff that you want, whether it's a pedal, whether it's a capture or an amp, like I did here, the Deluxe Reverb with the Royer 121. Basically capable of doing quite a lot of the stuff, maybe most of the stuff that the really expensive units can do. Sounds good, looks good, and also has this, you know, battery element, which is pretty cool. You know, if you're looking for something that's portable, powerful, and it also has the battery use up the top, 91% is it at the moment, and then the DSP use, so that's 75% at the moment. So here I've got two drives, an amp and a cab, then a capture, and then a tape and a plate. So yeah, thanks to Mooer for getting me involved. That is the GS1000 Lithium.